My name is Brooke. I'm 22 years old and I live in Boulder, Colorado.
Brooke, I would like to learn about your experience of gender in the workplace. Can you describe where you work in as much detail as you could?
I work in a restaurant. It's a Japanese restaurant. It's called Osaka's. It's located in Boulder. It's a pretty small restaurant. It's family owned.
Could you describe what a typical, let's do a typical like weekend night. What activities do you do, or not? I guess activities might not be the best. What roles do you have to fill? What sort of things do you do on a normal weekend, say Friday night?
Um, well, I wait tables, so I have to manage multiple tables at one time, take drink orders, food orders, answer any questions, and then there's a lot of cleaning at the end of the night.
And would you say your coworkers do these, at least the ones in your position, would you say your coworkers do these same sort of activities, or do they do anything different from you?
We're all expected to put in the same amount of work. We all have the same responsibilities.
Do you think there's any activities that your male coworkers do specifically versus you and your female coworkers?
Mm-hmm. So actually all the servers are women and all the men work in the kitchen. There's not a single male server.
All the women are servers and all the men work in the kitchen. Being a woman, what problems do you sometimes face in your workplace?
Maybe people just don't take you as serious or they don't think you're as smart.
Are you like the customers don't take you as seriously, or your other coworkers, or maybe
Maybe
the owner?
both.
Both. You're
Yeah.
saying that both the customers who come in and your coworkers. Would you say that it's generally the men that don't take you as serious, or is this from both female and male?
I would say both. Probably mostly men though.
Would you say that that's like your other coworkers, or just mostly like the patrons that come into the restaurant that don't take you as seriously?
Probably the patrons.
Do your colleagues or customers act differently towards you because you are a woman? I know you talked about it a little bit in the last question, but I was wondering if there's a specific scenario or instance that you can think of where you were treated differently.
Well, I think going back to the fact that just like the men work in the kitchen, maybe they feel like they do more of the hard work, they get their hands dirty, all I have to do is really talk to the customers.
Being that your employer, your boss, is a Japanese woman, do you believe she has certain expectations of you compared to your male coworkers?
Maybe not because I'm a woman, but maybe because I'm American. Um, she's just like super traditional Japanese, so I feel like she definitely watches me more closely than the others.
She thinks you don't understand.
What she wants or what she's expecting. I mean, yeah, it's family owned, so her daughter's involved, family friends are involved, so being kind of an outsider, I think she just doesn't think that I know exactly what she wants.
Just looking more generally now, do you think that there are certain jobs that are more suited for men or for women?
I mean, maybe, but it's 2019, so probably not.
Since the women and men are pretty divided in work from kitchen to the front of the restaurant, do you think responsibilities by your management are handed out equally?
Well, the responsibilities from back of house to front of house are just like completely different. Like they even have their own manager in the back. But I feel like what they do is probably pretty equal, other than the fact that they're cooking the food. But at the end of the night, they do just as much cleaning. I think it's probably the same. I mean, we all work in the same restaurant, you know?